Hey guys, it's Mr. Penguinpanda, and in this video I'm going to show you how I finished the quest Keys Crop that was introduced in the Stardew Valley 1.5 update in around 7 days. And while I show you how I did it, I'll also explain some mechanics on how to acquire the necessary key beans, which I figured out by looking into the game's code. By the way, if you're new to my channel, then consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it and it would really help me out. So for anyone who doesn't know, Keys Crop is a late game quest that you can get from the special order sport from Mr. Key's Walnut Room. Every Monday 2 new random quests out of the 10 possible ones will be shown on the board. And if you accept Keys Crop, you will have until the end of the season to finish it, and it works the same for every quest in the game that has a 1 month duration. Depending on what day you accept the quest, you will have more or less time, but any 1 month quest will never be offered in the last week of the month. So keep this in mind if you're looking for the quest. By the way, the RNG on getting any of the key challenges can be pretty frustrating. There's nothing preventing the same quests to be shown over and over again. One trick that I think should work, but I'm not 100% sure about it, is to at least always accept one of the quests, even if you don't want to do it, so at least this one can't show up again the next Monday. And fun fact, there are actually 2 unimplemented key challenges that you can find in the data files. One is called 5 Plagues and its description says, I will provide you with 600 key beans. Plant these, grow them and ship at least 500 of them in a week or less. But beware, 5 plagues will descend upon you, threatening your crop. And the second is called Find Keys Double. It says, there's a second version of me, hiding somewhere in town. Can you catch him? The quests are not implemented in the code, but it's pretty cool to see what other quests ConcernedApe had in mind before he scrapped them. But who knows, maybe these will get implemented if we ever get a 1.6 update. Now let's get back to the actual quest. To finish the quest you have to find seeds that are called key beans and then plant, water and harvest the grown key fruits just like with any other crop. And you have to ship 500 of them, so you literally have to put them into the shipping bin to sell them and not into a drop-off box like with some other quests. And the key beans grow in every season including winter, and they take 4 days to grow. With either speed grow or the agriculturist profession you can decrease this to 3 days. With deluxe speed grow and agriculturist or just hyper speed grow you can bring it down to 2 days. And remember that you can always change the professions in the sewers for just 10,000 gold. So that's the first thing I did to prepare. I changed my profession to agriculturist and pirate, which I'll explain later. I also prepared some space with deluxe speed grow and sprinklers on Ginger Island, and planted weeds so the fertilizer doesn't disappear until I need it. You don't have to do this, it's just so I have to do less work later on and can finish the quest as quickly as possible. As a side note, at the end of the quest all key beans and key fruits are removed no matter where they are, so you can't keep them and plant them in preparation of the next time you get the quest. And a lot of the ways of circumventing that, like the Junimo chests, have been patched out. Though I have read that you can sell key beans or key fruits to Pierre and he might sell them back to you. So this is the last way of cheating this quest as of 1.5.4. By the way, you can also make a funny looking key mask if you use a key fruit with the sewing machine. So what are the best ways of finding key beans? The first thing to know is that the undeniably best strategy to acquire key beans is to use the seed maker. Just like with any other crop, using the seed maker can give you 1 to 3 key beans or with a very small chance mixed seeds or ancient seeds. So no matter what you do, this is the best way to finish the quest without much difficulty. But of course you still need to get yourself some key beans to get the seed maker strategy going. And I try to use different approaches every day. So accompany me on my journey in trying to finish this quest as quickly as possible. And I didn't really do this optimally, so you can finish this quest even quicker if you plan it out better, but I didn't have the motivation to do the whole procedure again after realizing my mistakes. So the first few ways of getting key beans is by digging up artifact spots, destroying stones, crates and barrels, and by killing monsters. After accepting the quest I went to the dig site and dug up some artifact spots that can give you 2 to 6 key beans with a 25% chance, and I got 2. I then went into the Volcano dungeon with some luck buffs and monster musk and tried to bomb a lot of stones and kill monsters that are not too far out of the way. When breaking stones you have a 2% chance for 1 key bean, When breaking barrels and crates, you have a 5% chance for 1 to 3 key beans. Monsters also have a 5% chance for 1 key bean except for any type of dust sprite, which only has a 2% chance. And you can also get them from the Volcano Dungeon treasure chests. In my Hot Java Ring guide, I talked about how Volcano Dungeon treasure chests work, so check it out if you want the exact details, but basically there are 2 types of chests, common and rare. The common ones have a 50% chance of containing 2 to 6 key beans, while the rare ones are guaranteed to have 4 to 6 key beans. Floor 9 also always has a chest, and getting a rare instead of a common chest is affected by daily luck and player luck. So if you're really fast, it might be worth going to the Volcano Dungeon at the start of the day. And don't worry, the key beans are additional and they don't replace the other items. So I got 14 key beans and got to floor 9 after 4 hours. But this is overall really inconsistent and dependent on getting key beans from chests. On the same day, I went into the dangerous mines for the rest of the day with Monster Musk and tried to farm spiders, dust sprites and grubs between floor 50 to 70. Spiders also spawn en masse but don't have the reduced chance of key beans like the dust sprites do, so that's pretty nice. At the end I got 16 key beans from the mines and planted my overall 32 key beans at the end of the day. On my second day, I spent all my time fishing, which is really good because time is paused during the minigame. Of course, this only applies in single player mode, so fishing becomes worse when you're playing with your friends. While you're fishing, every fish has a 15% chance to be replaced by a single key bean. And good to know is that key beans don't consume uses of your tackle just like when you catch trash. But a single key bean is still kinda bad. But when you catch treasure chests as well, it becomes really good. The way treasure chest items work is that you always get at least one item, like ores or coal, etc. Plus additionally rice shoots, wild baits and of course key beans. And after that you can keep rolling the items I mentioned again with a 60% lower chance each time. You can really notice this happening when the same items are not stacked. And each one of these times you have a 33% chance of getting 1 to 5 key beans. So you could theoretically get, I don't know, 10 key beans in a single treasure chest or so, but the most I have ever gotten was 6. And just like with thousands of other things in Stardew Valley, getting a treasure chest while fishing is affected by luck. The base chance of getting a treasure chest is 15% and the pirate profession which I changed to and the magnet bait can both increase this by an additional 15%. The treasure hunter tackle increases this by another 5% for a total of 50%. And that's all without including luck. Each percentage of daily luck, including the special charm, adds another 0.5%. And each point of player luck does the same. So in the very best scenario you can have an around 61% chance of a treasure chest appearing while fishing. But I only used the magnet bait, but not the treasure tackle. Instead I used the dressed spinner for more fish bites, which means more chances for treasure chests to appear. I didn't do the math, but 5% from the treasure tackle really didn't seem worth it to me in comparison. After spending the whole second day with fishing, I got a total of 34 key beans and planted those as well. On day 3 I went to the Volcano dungeon for another 15 key beans and spent the rest of the day fishing for 31 more key beans. Thanks to the deluxe speed grow and agriculturist, the first key beans were ready as well, so I put them into the seed maker and replanted all the beans. On day 4 I spent the whole day in the skull cavern with monster musk and bombs and got 33 key beans. I'm pretty sure if you're really good at doing the skull cavern you can probably get up to 50 or 60 key beans. And once again I could use the seed maker for the newly grown key fruits from day 2. Day 5 was just spent fishing once again for 31 key beans overall, and of course I used the seed maker once again. And on day 6 I opened around 300 Omni geodes after replanting everything with the seed maker again. Every geode has a 10% chance of having a key bean instead of other items, and it doesn't matter which type of geode you use. And 1/4 of the time you can even get 5 key beans instead of just 1. So I just watched some YouTube videos while opening them, and by the end I had 35 key beans. This is once again far worse in multiplayer because time isn't paused when opening geodes. After that I went to the quarry and bombed away all the stones and trees and got 9 more key beans. I already talked about stones, and trees can also drop 1 key bean with a 25% chance. And the same chance applies to large tree stumps in the secret forest or on the forest farm. So if you have a tree farm, you can get a lot of key beans that way. After that, I spent the rest of the day fishing, and by the end I had a total of 74 key beans. I counted all the key beans I had acquired and realized that I was missing 5 for the total 500 key beans, even after clearing the dig site and felling some nearby trees, which was kinda sad. And when you think about it, I should have opened the geodes, bombed the quarry and the dig site on day 1, which in tandem with the seed maker would have given me far more key beans than I needed. Instead, I had to plant the last beans on day 7 and finish the quest when the fruits were grown on day 9. So if you're up to a challenge, it's probably doable to finish this quest on day 6 or even day 5, even without just spamming geodes. Of course, if you really have nothing better to do, you can also just open 3000 geodes and finish this quest on day 3. And before I end this video, let me just wrap this up with the remaining methods that I didn't mention yet. So the first one is checking palm trees that have coconuts on them, which will give you 1 key bean with a 50% chance. And you can also do this in the desert. Cutting weeds can also give you 1 key bean with a 1% chance, and otherwise if trash cans have an item, then there's a 25% chance for a key bean to replace the item you would have gotten. And that's about it. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you think so, then please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more Stardew Valley content. Otherwise, have a nice day and see you in my next video.